Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, this afternoon at the Terror Dome, where the Virginia Tech Hokies will touch that Hokie stone and get ready for another season in Lane Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hokies will kick it away first. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Stevens. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball, he knew it, and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he got loose, it was all over. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Moving away from pressure. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he goes... Coming up with positive yardage there. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to the...
The running back.
Grew up in the same area a lot of times, like we were talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, no more fuel for the fire.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Many times, the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Harris back to pass. He's got the tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. From the gun, the ground game. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Hokies looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Stevens. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football.
He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Takes it on the return. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. First down to start the drive after the break. Handoff from the gun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Harris will throw. Got his man quickly.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Harris back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Well, this defense knew that they were going to be seeing some option in this game, and right now everybody's doing a nice job playing their assignments. On the 3rd play of that drive, they were expecting it, and everyone communicating and all rallying to the football. That was nice to see if you're the coaching staff.
He got it, and that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Stevens. Steps away. trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
Brings up second down.
Wants to throw on second down. Makes the grab outside. It's Brown. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Number 10 with the catch and score.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that.
He's off to the races. The 40. The 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best.
Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The offense lining up for a first down play. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hurst. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Stevens. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll fire to his right. Got it! Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
The Razorbacks are threatening on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Number 34 with the carry.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
21.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is this defense?
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
24. Arkansas 21.
And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Going for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Fast motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the The quarterback, in terms of where he was going with the ball, just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
With the catch, it's Darboh. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all...
Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Virginia Tech, 24.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Hokies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Second and goal for this offense. A little release to the back. Touchdown, Hokies! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Central Michigan is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble because unless I'm reading that scoreboard wrong, that does not look very good. They're trailing by 14 to Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's held. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Going up top on first down. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's in.
Brings up second down.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. After misfiring, it's second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Back to throw, it's Stevens. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete out of the backfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Harris will throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. offense gets set for second down. Wide out in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quick completion on the out route. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They move on top here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my... Now let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback. Get it out quick.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Corner's going to give them room. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get it first.
Looking for a huge play. And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
The Razorbacks are on the move. Looking to pass. It's Stevens. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. Gonna let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Back to the air one more time. This time he's got his man. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's held. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Virginia's end.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They want to run this quarterback. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Number 9.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no bats. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Harris back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Clock is still running and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the target. It's caught. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Hokies. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
Dropping back, it's Stevens. Works the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, picked off.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.